Go.
Okay, what I want to try showing you now is still with naming. These are unsaturated hydrocarbons, carbon and hydrogen only, unsaturated because they have either a double or a triple bond in them. That makes them unsaturated. Alkenes and alkynes are unsaturated. But I need to talk to you about how we name them. We've already named the basic way. We have to add something to that. So this here is a triple bond. With the triple bond, I know that I have an alkyne. So since I have an alkyne, because all triple bonded hydrocarbons have that alkyne ending of Y-N-E. What I also want to do is count how many carbons I have. If I count, I see that I have 6 carbons, and the prefix for 6 is hex. So I do have hexyne right here. The thing is, I now need to start talking about this. Where is this triple bond located? This way, it's important to identify so that everybody would be able to understand exactly if they were to draw it, where they would put the triple bond. So the way I do that is by counting the longest carbon chain. You could see it's 6 across, and I either have to count it starting in this direction from the left or counting from the right. Now, you do have to count both ways because we're going to explain in the next example why that's most important. If I counted from the left, the carbon with the triple bond starts at carbon 1. That's where the first sighting of the triple bond is, on carbon number 1. So we would call this 1 hexyne. If instead I had counted from the opposite direction, that triple bond would have started at the 5 carbon and would have been called 5 hexyne. Now, only one of these is correct, and the one that's correct is the one that gives me the lowest number. So it's not this one, but that's the correct name for it. In this case, I want to do the same thing. I see a double bond right away. I know that I missed an H here. I know that I have an alkene with this double bond, so I know that it's going to end with E-N-E. I count my number of carbons. There are 7. The prefix for 7 is hept. So I have heptene. But now this important piece here tells me what placement for the double bond. If I count, again, from the left, the double bond starts on carbon number 5, and I would call this 5 heptene. If instead I count from the opposite direction, you could see that the double bond now starts on the 2 carbon, 1, 2, that's where it starts, and I would call it 2 heptene. Again, only one of these is correct, and the correct one is the lowest number. So I can't say to you start from the left or start from the right. I have to tell you that you have to count it in both directions and figure out which one gives you the lowest carbon number. That's going to be the correct way of naming it.